on the channel, we obey our masters, not of puppets, but masters of the universe. And from the Masterverse collection, we've got the Shadow Weaver, and we've got Man-E Faces.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Masters of the Universe unboxing and review. And today from the Masterverse, we've got Princess of Power, Shadow Weaver, and we've got New Eternia, Man-E Faces. But for all your Masters of the Universe needs and a whole lot more, make sure you're hitting up Big Bad Toy Store. Use the link in the description below and pick up some Masters of the Universe over at Big Bad Toy Store. And of course, we're going to do this review like we do all the other reviews on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, ladies first. I guess we'll call this a lady, right? Princess of Power line Shadow Weaver. Oh, Dream Weaver. That's what we got here. Big, big window box there. All kinds of cool stuff. Of course, she kind of floats in the air, so we got a nice little stand for her as well. I'm all about that. Got the Masterverse. Got the hieroglyphics on the top. Very interesting. We've seen that many a times. Princess of Power logo, of course. Building out that brand here. Got on the side, what's it say? Evil Mistress of Dark Magic. Oh, it's a dangerous magic, the dark magic. And then a cool artwork shot right there on the side, looking really good. Shadow Weaver coming in hot. Coming in hot. And there it is. Cool artwork on the back. Love that. Got the blurb. Of course, got the cross-sell. We'll be unboxing all those on the channel. Make sure you do subscribe to this very YouTube channel. Let's see what it says about our old friend, the Shadow Weaver. Member of the Evil Horde. Oh, watch out for that horde. Shadow Weaver, the evil mistress of dark magic. Once an apprentice to Eternia's Etheria's, easy for me to say, great wizard Norwyn, the power-hungry Beatrix betrayed her home world to the evil horde and renamed herself Shadow Weaver. With the combination of horde science and her own dark magic, she conjures fear in the hearts of all Eternia. Geez, easy for me to say. And trust in Hordak. Little does he know, however, she secretly plots to overthrow him and seize power for herself. Oh, cagey. Cagey, that's what that is. There it is. See you later. Goodbye. Got that nice kind of stone background. We've seen that before. See you later. Goodbye. And then we got the old plastic prison. Oh, we got the soft goods cape. I don't like this at all. It's taped in there once again. What are we doing? Why are we taping our capes down? It just makes some of the color come off the cape every time that happens. Don't like it. Don't like it. But there's the old Shadow Weaver looking really good, looking dangerous, looking like she's got some spells to cast here, using, of course, the black magic there. Oh, we got more tape on the cape up top. Man, what are we doing, Mattel? What are we doing? I don't like it. Pull this off as gingerly as possible, but it does bring a little bit of that cape off with it. I'm not a fan of that. And the bad thing is, let's say somebody buys this down the line, like a year down the line, they say, okay, I'm going to use the Shadow Weaver. Well, that tape's been on there even longer. It's going to remove a little bit more of that color, a little bit more of that fabric. So we do see a little of that there. Just a little bit right now. Obviously, this is a fairly new, hot off the presses, if that's what you want to call it. But down the line, that could cause some issues for some. So I guess beware of that is what I will say. I think we got her. Oh, we got one more around the waist. Always got that waist one. You got to hold that Shadow Weaver down. You guys know how that goes. Pull those out. Pop that out. Pop the stand out. Pop the figure out. And then pop a Smurf. Because why not? See you later. Everybody loves Papa Smurf. Give me a Papa Smurf. Give me a Smurfs line. We need a new Smurfs line. Let's do it. All right, let's start it off. Let's start off with some of these accessories first. And we're going to start with the hands because, once again, why not? You got the exact opposite hands of what came on her, so you can choose your own hand adventure, of course. You got a gripping hand and you got a splayed out kind of creepy hand. I like the creepy hand here. Very green skin tone color, very scary. And then you got the black nails going on. Something like the Wicked Witch of the West out of the Wizard of Oz or something there. So choose your own hand adventure. No fists for her. She's going to use her magic instead of her old haymakers there. We do get a flight stand. Very cool. Almost looks like a suction cup. Looks like I could suction that right on there or put it onto the wall or something. But it's a nice clear stand. It's actually got a little smoky color to it. So it's not super, super clear, but a little smoky, little darkness to it, which fits with the dark art she's practicing. And then you got a hinge there, so you do get a little bit of movement out of her because she doesn't have traditional legs, and we'll get into that when we talk articulation. Then we get a little flame, little fireball here, a little effect piece, something like you'd see with Marvel Legends or other toy lines as well. Very nice here with the red and the orange and the yellow looking good. So nice effect piece. piece. Now we dive into the old Shadow Weaver here. First thing, of course, we got the soft goods cape. Always appreciate a soft goods cape. Love the soft goods. Really does fit in nicely here because it is against, of course, the hard plastic cape. So a nice point of difference here, kind of mixing the two, looking really, really nice. Looks like you could put her hand through here. I'm going to try to do this real quick. Yes, it does. So she does have a spot here on the side. You can thread the hand through there so you can have kind of the cape going all the way around her arms if you want to, or you technically could leave it like this. So once again, you choose your own hand adventure, choose your own cape adventure. Do you want her with more arms like this, or you want the cape all the way around? I think I'll probably eventually go cape all the way around. That's where my early gut tells me here. Now let's get down to business here. Let's talk articulation. Now the arms are pretty much standard what we get with any Masters Universe figure from this line. Arms go all the way around. You got the bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows. The hits being played right here at the table today. Hands removable, hands back and forth, hands side to side. And you do get the head side to side, up and down. A lot of good movement on this head. A lot more than I assumed there to be. She does have a little cowl kind of going up over the head here. It is free flowing. I think you could pop the head off and you could probably take that cowl off and take the cape off at the same time if you want to. This head sculpt does remind me a little bit of Orko. It's like she's got the little like pointed witch's hat like Orko has a little bit, but it's all folded down. So is she from the same species as Orko? I don't know. Maybe distant cousins down the line. Who knows there. All black face with the mask over the front. Got the yellowish kind of greenish eyes going on. Definitely a darkness to the face like there should be. You got the hula hoop articulation. Not the most articulation, but you do have some right there. And that's really where the articulation ends for the most part. You got a little bit of side to side here at the bottom, kind of the knees, but there is no traditional legs here. You just got a very Orko-like, once again, to compare her to Orko. So we do have that. You got the soft goods cape here, but then you get into the plastic goods robe, I guess we'll call it. You got that. You got the Horde emblem there as the belt, and then you get a harder plastic on the underneath. So we really got three different types of robage, capeage here. Of course, it is cape season after all. It's a year-round event, as we do know. Now, how well does she fit on this stand? I do like the idea of this stand. I think that is a cool idea. Fits on there pretty good, it seems like. Very nice tight fit. Then you get a little bit of articulation, a little bit of side to side, but nothing to really write home about. But it gives her the look of floating in air like the Shadow Weaver would do. But not too shabby here. A better figure than expected, I will say that. A bit of a deeper cut for this line is we're not early in the line. We're somewhere kind of towards the middle, it feels like. And there's a lot of heavy hitters we still need. Like I would have preferred Mechaneck, Buzz Off, Ram Man, some of the ones that we know are coming down the line. Before her. But hopefully they get to them all. We'll see what the future of the line holds. But I'm here for this one. We do go back to the old days, the glory days, some might say, of the Masters Universe Classics line. Of course, you guys know I'm just a Classics guy at the end of the day. But we do get a little similar and a little bit of differences. We get some stands here, a little bit bigger figure in the Classic line, a little bit grayer skin tone compared to the green over here. I do like the addition of the wand over here in the Classics line. I think that was a nice touch on her. I would say she's a little creepier in the Classics line as well. So, boy, I don't know. The best thing about this one compared to this one is the soft goods cape is really nice. Definitely the price point a lot nicer on this one than this one at this point. But both really good figures, but I'm going to stick with the Classics. Between the two, Classics is going to be my number one between these. But still cool, especially for those that don't have the Classics version, as these can kind of blend in with the Classics, as we've discussed before. But cool versions of Shadow Weaver right there. Now we turn our attention over to the main event, and Manny faces as a child in the original Masters Universe line, one of my all-time favorite characters to play with. I would always set up, matches. I guess I did that with wrestling. But when you'd have a battle with He-Man, Skeletor, things like that, I would have his faces switch. So all of a sudden he's that green kind of monster. All of a sudden Manny faces turn to the bad side. And then the He-Man knocks him off, turns his face around to the human side. He's good. He's fighting Skeletor. And he would go back and forth depending what was going on in my playing days. And that was one of my biggest memories and some of my favorite things to do with the original Manny Faces. But what am I going to do with this one? I guess we'll have to stay tuned for sure. But let's take a look at old Manny Faces there. Big window box. Very excited for this one. Like I said, one of my favorites. Got New Eternia, Manny Faces, Masterverse up here. What is it, 20? No, 30 points. So I was going to say 22, but that's McFarlane. 30 points of articulation on Manny Faces. Looking really nice there. Very classic colors with a modern twist, I would say, with him. Big window box as well. Human, robot, monster, Manny Faces. I love Manny. You get it? Manny? Oh, yeah. It is a great pun right there. Beautiful artwork on the side of his different stuff. And, of course, Manny Faces a theater guy. He likes to perform and things like that, as we do know. But there it is, gorgeous artwork on the back. Masters Universe always has the best artwork, I always think. Then you got the blurb and the cross-sell down below as well. Let's see what it says about our old friend. And when I say old friend, I mean it. Old friend, Many Faces. When Castle Grayskull shattered New Eternia, the mind of an adventurer shattered with it. Now known as Many Faces, his curse forces him into the faces of many beings. From human to monster to robot, each with its own memory and agenda, little does he know the combined memories of his many faces are the map for restoring Eternia to glory. So there you go. He's got a tall task ahead of him is what he has. Can I get him out? There it is. Get that stone background just like we saw with Shadow Weaver as well. Off to the races. See you later. Goodbye. And a lot of accessories with him. I'm here for that as well. Looking really good. Any twist ties? Oh yeah, we got him down at the legs. We don't want Many Faces running away, so we got to twist tie his legs in. And you know, while we're at it, let's do the arms too, I guess. Get that knocked out. And we'll get that knocked out, and we should be good to go. Should be good to go. There it is. There it is. Oh, extra hands. I almost missed that. And I like what I'm seeing with these extra hands. There we go. See you later. Goodbye. Oh, we got a little plastic piece. See you later. Goodbye. And here we are, Many Faces. Let's start with these accessories first. And we got 2 Fists of Fury. He's ready to throw down when his weapon stops working for him. He's got 2 fists, and he's going to take on all comers with those fists. Nice grayish kind of blue fist here. Got a little armor on the pads. Looking really nice. Choose your own hand adventure, as we always say. Then we do get his very iconic gun back in the day. A new take on it, but it is classic Many Faces weapon. Very futuristic, very scientific looking, all in orange sculpt. Beautiful sculpting on this one. Just really over the top, kind of zany, crazy. I'm here for this. Reminds me of the childhood. Then we got something totally new here, as we got some new faces with Many Faces. How about that? Some different faces, some different takes, updated for the future, I guess, here a little bit. As we got a little similar but different mask up top. We got a very blue-like mask here, looking like Keldor, of course, is who that kind of reminds me of there. And then the skull one on the bottom, that's a game changer. That's a really good addition to the crew here. And I believe, oh, do these not come off? Oh, I thought these came out. What are we doing? Oh, I thought for sure these came out. I'm going to have to play with this, but I thought these came out and you could mix and match and put all those in there if need be. That's going to be pretty disappointing if that is the case. You do get the trunk here. It looks like it would fold and clip, but I don't think that is the case. I don't think this is going to fold for you. You can already see the wear on the plastic on the hinge, so I would be scared to close this up. I got to be honest with you here, but man, I really wanted to wear these masks. Well, not me, but Many Faces did. I thought for sure these came out. I'm going to have to play around with it. I'm going to see what's going on there. But then we get old Many Faces here, looking like Many Faces. Definitely looks like the character I grew up loving. Looking nice, a different twist on him, a little bit more of a peachish color here. You got, of course, the wires going on the front, very mechanical-like suit. Got the hands, of course, in the gray there that matches some of the armor on him. The blue and the orange, almost like a crazy Mets fan is what he almost looks like here, but looking really nice. Love the big robotic boots. Just a very, very cool-looking figure with a very, very cool touch to the past with this one. They didn't try to totally reinvent the wheel here, and I like that a whole lot. Now, the head is the big gimmick on this one, of course. You get the little turnstile at the very top. So we start off with the regular plain Jane Many Faces face, I guess you would call it. Then you turn it, you get that very familiar robot one. We all remember the robot face. You can choose your own adventure with him, of course. And then probably my favorite when he would turn bad, kind of the monster face right here. And I could see some crazy people out there maybe getting 3 of these to display with each different face going on there. That sure would be something for sure. See, this does come off. I'm pretty sure this mask helmet comes off. Yeah, I thought it did. And then these got to come out, right? No? Do they not come out? I'm going to have to investigate this more. They feel very tight. Oh, nope, I got one off. I got one off. So I think these masks do come off. I think I'm just going to play with it. They are very, very tight in there. Oh, and I just put the head on upside down. What am I doing here? I'm brand new. Rookie move. Rookie mistake right there. But boy, these face plates are very tight on here, which is good. They're not going to fall off on you. They're not really loose. But boy, getting these guys out, talk about some work. You think you could just pop them. Oh, there we go. All right, I got it out. Boy, that was a fight. So they're in there very tight. So I'm very happy to report those do come out. That is going to be a game changer. So you total have 6 different face plates you can put on Many Faces. That is hours of fun right there in itself, just changing the face plates around. So very, very cool idea here. And I love that they got the classic heads with some new stuff, really updating it there. Just a very, very good idea if you ask me. Now let's do the articulation here. We talked about the head. You spin it with the top here. You just turn it to whatever faceplate you want, and you can mix and match. And then, of course, these faceplates can go into the box if need be. But the arms do go all the way around. Do get a bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows. Hits being played right here. We got those going on. Of course, hands removable, hands side to side, back and forth. Got the waist articulation. Got to have that. A little bit of hula hoop up top. Not a ton, but you do got some movement. Oh, there it is. It came through. So you do got a bunch of movement up there. I like that a whole lot. And I'm just noticing here, yep, that backpack can be put into his back and you can carry that around. That does worry me, though. I could see this easily breaking on this plastic strip. If you fold this up like it's apparently supposed to go, it does look, you can already see that white in the bend in the plastic. I'd be a little leery of locking that up and putting that in his back. That's just me, though. You got to choose your own adventure and do what you want to do with your toy. That's what I would say. You can do those big old Manny Faces splits. Look at that. He is not messing around. He is splitting. He's got the thigh cut. A little bit of looseness on that thigh cut, I would say. Double jointed, pinless knees. Boot cut, of course, ankles back and forth, side to side. Beautiful flexibility on this figure. I'm here for it. Looking really, really nice on this Manny Faces. Very cool, very fun. Hours of entertainment, honestly, with this one for sure. Does he fit on a ringside collectible stand? Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. Of course, make sure you get the Mattel stands. What do you know? He fits perfectly on that stand. So if you need a stand for your Manny Faces or your Masters Universe figures, like I said, ringside collectibles, Mattel stands, that is the way to go. Spend your money on your figures, not your stands, as I always do say. But a good looking figure here. I like this one. This could be a top 5 Masters of the Universe Masterverse figure for me. I'd have to sit and do the math a little bit, but I'm guessing top 5. I really do like this figure a whole lot. Very good figure. And of course, we go back to the Classics line for another version here. Very, very nice. And then we got the Filmation line as well. So if you're more into the cartoon version, you're more into the Classics version, or the Masterverse, you got a little bit of 3 options here. I'd have to sit with this. This one was pretty easy for me to say I like the Classics. Let's the hair more. Here, I'm kind of torn a little bit. My childhood says like this one, but it's honestly between these two. And I might give this one the Duke just because of all the different stuff you can do with it. I really like that. I think that adds to the playability factor for the kids. All got to think about the kids, as you guys know. Just looking really, really good. I like this figure a lot. This could be, well, there's no doubt about it. This will be in my top 10 Masterverse figures for 2023. I think it's early, but I think that's a pretty safe bet at this point. But what say you guys out there in YouTube land? What are your thoughts on these two? Picking them up? Passing? Any thoughts from there? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. You might as well like the video. Subscribe to the channel. Turn the old notification bell on. As you guys know, we got videos every single day and then some. And then we got even more content for you over on the Patreon for early access to videos like this. Bonus content, exclusive content, giveaways, Q&As, pizza reviews, you name it. And best of all, you do support the channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com. Search Kyle Peterson. And don't forget about social media. SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Manny Faces and a Shadow Weaver, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.